The Johnson family moved into their new home with palpable excitement. The house on Maple Street was a charming Victorian, with a white picket fence and rose bushes that framed the porch. It seemed like the perfect place for John and Mary to raise their two children, 10-year-old Emily and 7-year-old Daniel. The first few days were filled with the cacophony of unpacking and settling in. It wasn't until the evening of the fourth day that Emily, exploring the house out of burgeoning curiosity, discovered the cellar door. It was tucked away in the far corner of the kitchen, almost as though it was meant to be hidden. Her fingers wrapped around the cold brass knob, and despite the creaking protests of the old oak door, she pulled it open. Peering down the steep wooden stairs, she saw only darkness. That night at dinner, Emily mentioned the cellar to her parents. John and Mary exchanged confused glances, neither recalling any mention of a cellar from the realtor. "I'll check it out tomorrow," John said dismissively, eager to return to his meal. But curiosity gnawed at Emily. Late that night, while the rest of the family slept, she tiptoed back to the kitchen. Armed with a flashlight, she descended the creaky stairs. The musty smell of damp earth filled her nostrils as her light pierced the black. She caught a glimpse of old furniture covered in white sheets, rusty tools hanging from the walls, and then movement. Her flashlight beam froze on a grotesque form. It was hunched over, with leathery skin and long claws that scraped the floor. Its eyes glinted yellow in the light. Emily's scream echoed through the house, waking everyone. John burst into the kitchen to find Emily trembling at the foot of the stairs. With a reassured calmness masking his own fear, he escorted her back upstairs. Intrigued but wary, John decided to investigate further the next day. He took a hunting rifle as a precaution. As he descended into the cellar, Mary stood nervously at the top of the stairs, clutching Daniel and Emily. John's flashlight flickered across the walls, revealing nothing unusual at first. Suddenly, he heard a low growl. The creature lunged from the shadows. Instinctively, John fired the rifle, the sound reverberating through the confined space. The creature emitted a blood-curdling scream before retreating into the darkness. Gasping, John climbed back upstairs, bolting the cellar door behind him. The next morning, the Johnson family packed their belongings and left the house on Maple Street. They never spoke of the creature again, each secretly haunted by the memory of yellow eyes in the darkness.